All right. So I just want to apologize for earlier. You could honestly tell by my comments that I had on my last stream, but I could literally not see any of the new comments that were coming in. I was like, hey, I see all these people watching currently, but no one was commenting everything. And then the second I logged out, I saw all these messages logged in or posted, and I was like, wow. I feel like an idiot. So I should hopefully have the issue fixed. Um, so, you know, I should be able to respond to your comments. So I'm gonna wait for some more people to log in, but I just wanted to talk about that issue. I'm really, really sorry I missed your guys' comments. Because I saw you guys coming in. I saw the number rising. So I know for sure I saw a XVG, which was Verge. So gonna wait for a few more people to log in, join in, and we will start. Just gonna wait here for just a minute. Alright, we're just waiting here for a little bit. Gonna see if some more people tune in real quick. I know we just started. Let me know how the music and volume levels are doing. Alright, I'm just sharing this on Twitter real quick. Ah, shit. Alright, just give me 1 second. I'm just sharing this to some of my pages real quick. Alright, Just finishing this up, was putting it on Twitter real quick. Like to let my followers know whenever I'm going live. All right. Should be getting close to good now. Sorry, it's so weird because I try to do the live stream through YouTube, but it doesn't go through my Streamlabs. So, it's very, very strange. God, I'm still kicking myself. I knew I was doing my tablets. Can't believe it. We were seriously at 11,050. I knew I should have shorted. Alright, just checking for... So, it's so weird. So, the title that I did for my stream, it's not showing up. I'm just going to check this real quick. It literally will take 2 seconds. I'm still figuring out the YouTube Streamlabs conversion. This will literally take me 2 seconds, and we're going to get into the technical analysis. Going to watch Bitcoin here. Testing 10,800 now. So, alright, your channel. Literally, this shouldn't take long at all. Alright, I'm just going to edit the title of this video. For some reason, the title that I put on Streamlabs is not showing up on here. So I'm just going to change it real quick. I'll put a capital letter. Come on. Let's do... Alright. Okay. All right, this is just it. All right, there we go. Should be good to go now. So we're hanging at this 10,800 level. Still kicking myself. I literally, I was doing my kratom and my, what is it? My turmeric tablets, and seriously, I missed that beautiful short at 11,050. I wanted to see because I knew if we broke 11,000, it was very, very possible. I mean, that area was literally prime, but we could have easily gone and tested 11,200 before going back down. So just to do a test, if you can hear me, if the sound, the volume is good, let me know. I'm gonna, like I said, whenever that last stream ended, I went and I did some changes. It looks like I'm gonna have to enter and exit out of my comments on my phone, so I'm gonna be able to see your comments. Man, we're feeling 10,800 right now. Not good. Really freaking kicking myself right now, but it's okay. I'm not gonna FOMO into a, especially a position right now. You know, I'm just being honest. I'm not getting too optimistic right now. I'm not very bullish right, you know, above 10,000 or 10,300. I'm sorry about that. All right. So right now on Bitcoin, we're hovering around the 7,800 area. I mean, I'm honestly expecting a bounce. I don't see this falling too much farther past 2,700 before we see a bounce, maybe even 19 or 10,750. But I mean, just to be completely and 100% transparent, I'm expecting a, you know, I'm trying to short this bounce right now. Or I'm sorry, yeah, exactly. I'm trying to short this bounce. I really thought about trying to short here around 10,100, 10,001 or 050, but you know, I was a little bit busy at that time, and by the time I got back, you know, I was it's a really tricky situation with Bitcoin right here. We're trying. I mean, we had a lot of selling pressure yesterday. One of the biggest reasons why we shot, down just below 10,000. But if you look at these candles here, let's go to the trading view. No, we're on it. Okay, we're good. Oh, that's why we're on index. So looking at Bitcoin here, we're sitting right at this 382. I'm sorry, we bounced off the 382 and we're heading towards the 236, which is at 11,320. It's really tricky right now with Bitcoin. Do you want to try to short now, or do you want to try to short your optimal short, which is at 236? And there's no saying we could go, even lower than that. There's a great possibility we can make a lower low right here and still have our divergence right there. It's very, very possible. So it's why I've been a little optimistic on shorting Bitcoin right now. But if I had to give you right now a general direction of where I thought it was going, when I say right now, I say, okay, a general direction where it's going to be in a week. What I'm trying to say right now is I don't see Bitcoin getting too bullish right now. If you had to ask me the question, do I think we're going to hit 15,000, 14,000, our prior high, just below it? Or do I think maybe 85 or 8,400 is more realistic? I'm sorry, I'm going to go with the latter. I think we're going to hit 8,400 before then. That's just my honest opinion. It's not financial advice. It's just what I think is going to happen. So and that is perfect. That 0.05 is in perfect position. I'm telling you, I really have a feeling we're going to test this 0.5. We're going to finally break the 382 on the next dip, and we're going to hit the 0.5 retracement right now. I'm dead serious when I say that right now. That's not saying we won't go test up 12,000 first. That's our first super major support line. I want to test this volume level. Okay, we're good. So there's no I'm not trying to tell you we're not going to have a little bit of a bounce right now. It's very, very possible we could. But, Peter Brandt's post was very transparent. You can go look at it on Twitter. We're going to fall. He said when you break these 80%, when you break these parabolic trends, you're going to fall 80%. You average an 80% decline after initially falling. But the thing is, unless you count this little area just slightly above it, you could say that maybe 5,000 was the consolidation area, but it wasn't. It was. But if we're really going to fall 80%, like Peter Brandt said, from the moment you break the trend, that's not going to be good for Bitcoin. That's saying we're going to hit the $4,000 or $5,000 area again. I'm really not trying to sound overly bearish because I love Bitcoin. I really do. And if you want to look at this post again, it's on Peter Brandt's page. Go on Twitter. Go check it out. But I've been talking about this parabolic line forever. I've had it going for a long time. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens to Bitcoin after this. We go up. I mean, here, let me try to even scoot this line. Let's try to get overly... Whoa. Okay, let's try that. I mean, even if you look at it, we pierced this thing at roughly 11,000 on our prior run. I'm very curious to see what happens. All right. So right now, the way I'm looking at Bitcoin, I'm gonna refresh the page. So can you please, if you're watching the stream right now, can you do a comment so I can see that it's working? I'm really trying to. I fixed this issue here, so I'm trying to see if it's working now. For some reason, it was not. None of your questions were showing up on my comment section. So I was basically left waiting to see if, you know, it wasn't even till I ended the stream that I noticed that there was comments coming in. You know, I'd love to do technical analysis on the coins that you would like requested. You know, besides the normal streams that I normally do, I've added Litecoin and TRX to the list. Man, that is so perfect. If you really look at this top, you can see on the Bybit chart right here how perfect it was. The only reason I was a tad bit optimistic is we could maybe hit the 11,002 area before we really actually bounced. There you go. So, I mean, seeing that we got rejected from 11,000, let's just say 50, that tells me that the chances of being, I mean, there's going to be stiff resistance just above 11,000. Candle's still green though. It won't be, this thing will not turn red. The newest the weekly candle. Let's see what the daily looks like. Oh man, that is so beautiful. That actually looks like a double top. Can't believe I missed that. 11,074. This is a very bearish looking candle right here. If we turn this thing red, oh man, it's gonna get really bearish here. So before we're gonna turn this candle red, we're gonna have to break roughly, it's getting weaker as we talk, or as I talk, it's gonna have to break about 10,750 before that thing turns red. And I'm telling you, if that thing turns red, it's gonna get ugly. 10,750 is the mark right now. That's what we're watching. I'm really kicking myself. I knew I should have shorted at 10,000, or I'm sorry, 11,050. Really kicking myself right now. Let's watch Bybit. Well, that's not Bybit. Here we go. Just give me just a second. Alright. Alright. I'm watching the comments from my phone. So seriously, if you hear me talking, please leave a comment so I know it's working. What's up, Crypto Saint? Thank you for being here. Still kicking myself from earlier. I had a ton of comments. I cannot believe my phone, my computer, nothing was showing these comments. So, if I was trying to long this right now, man, see, that's the thing. And, I'm trying not to sound bearish right now, but looking at this currently, I'm very bearish. I would be looking at areas to short this right now. We have this test area at the 382. We've came down and hit it 2 times. I'm curious to see if we come up here and hit the 236 one time. It would not shock me to come and tap it at least once. Maybe even if we have a little bit of a sell-off and tap it twice. But I'm going to zoom out for you. Let's look at the daily. If you see the daily, this was on the... Here, let me move this for you. So, looking at this on the daily, this is the parabolic trend I've been talking about for quite a while. We have touch points here, 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 and we've broke it on this impulse right here on the last parabolic move. I honestly, on this kind of a move, I'm not looking to long. I'm gonna be looking to short the high point of this move. I can't believe I was a little bit busier earlier today because we hit the 11,050 area, 11,100, and that's actually where I was wanting to short. But when shorting specifically, I do not like setting limit orders for the sole fact that I like seeing what the environment's like when we break 11,000, because it's very famous, like what happened today, where we'll barely break 11,000, maybe hit 11,050 and then go back down. And on this situation, we did that exact thing. But if you go back to our parabolic run, we would break through resistances and fly $200-300 north of it. So there's a very good chance it could be 11,300. I wanted to see what happened. And zoom out here a bit. So you have a candle close here. You have another candle close here. Not a wick, but a close. You know, there's pretty staunch resistance around that 11,000, 1100, 11,200 area. That's why I was kind of waiting, you know, and it's my fault. I was waiting for an optimal position, and now we're waiting for 10, you know, now we're currently at 10,800. So it kind of sucks. You know, I'm not going to lie, this trade kind of sucks for me right now, because there's no way I'm going to try to long this right now. But looking at market cipher, we're still showing bearish divergence. If you look at the daily, we're still, I mean, it's still very slightly turned down. That means we haven't even, honestly, to me, that means we haven't even hit a very good low yet. We haven't even hit our optimal low yet. This is still just ever slightly down. All right, thank you for commenting, Sane. So, you know, right now I'm just kind of watching, you know, and it's kind of agonizing me right now because I really wanted to short at 11,000, 11,050, and you know, and this is why I get into the psychology of trading. It's 20% technical and it's 80%, you know, mental. You really got to believe in what you're doing. And I seriously, I waited all day for 11,000. We broke above it. And then I was like, well, you know, maybe I could get a better position. I should have listened to my lines. I should have listened to them. I deleted them earlier when I was showing the Fibonacci so you could see them more clearly. There's my mic. But I'm telling you, Market Cipher, it's just killing it right now. It's doing such a good job. It's kind of funny though. 2 green dots right here. Alright. So, from what I'm seeing right now, I'm going to have to refresh my browser. Or I'm sorry, my phone. Man, I don't know why my phone keeps logging me out real quick. 1 second. This is going to take literally 2 seconds. So, you know, obviously my name is Jon Snow, but for some reason it keeps logging me out. It's going to take 2 seconds. There we go. So, you know, right now on Bybit, we're basically just sitting just barely just above 10,800. Let's see here. So, basically the way we're going to treat this right now is I'm going to wait and see what happens. Before I initiate any kind of trades, I want to see if we test at least 11,000, maybe 10,900 again. Because I'm really not trying to long this position right now. Or I'm sorry, our current price right now. I'm not trying to long it.
Alright. Just responding on mobile now. So, if you guys have any coin requests or anything you would like to add, let me know in the comments section. So what? In the comments section, do you think we're gonna... What do you think's the first price target? Do you think we're gonna hit 11,000 or 11,000? I'm sorry, 11,000 or 10,600. We'll do a $200 spread, plus or minus. See, if I was to bet, we might go up a little bit. I don't know if we're testing over 11K yet. Not sure if we're gonna break that yet. It's looking a little double topish to me. Just sitting here and patiently waiting. Think we're in a bull flag here? It's very possible. See, the thing I don't understand is why I have to literally log out of my messages on the comments section here. I mean, yes, it may be a mini bull flag, but I'm telling you, this is definitely a bull trap. If you use Market Cipher, this is most definitely a bull trap. I don't think we're gonna cross 11,200. That's just my honest opinion. Wow, testing 10,700 now. I mean, I guess you could say it's a bull flag, but it's a 2 hour. Thing is it's just so hard for me to be bullish right now. It really is. So we have resistance at roughly about $11,050 right now, with top or we're testing. Honestly, we're making Luna new lows now. Still kicking myself. I was so close to shorting at 11,050. But you live and learn. I'm not gonna short right now. It's like my video on, you know, the psychology behind trading. It's 20% technical and I'm sorry, it's 20% technical and 80% psychological. All trading is. And so I'm refreshing the browser on my phone. So if you have any coin requests, add them in the comments section. The guy that was requesting XVG here earlier, seriously, let me know that you're here. We have this last little bit of resistance to fight in this area. After that, we should be good. If you're bullish. I wouldn't be shocked. Maybe, so if you're looking at this as a trader, you have this high, you have this high. Let me get the marker out. You have this high, this high, this high. It would not shock me to hit the 236 and make another lower high. That's why I'm being patient right now. I'm not starting. I wanted to short at 11,050, but I missed my opportunity. But I'm not going to sit here and force it and possibly take a loss. It's all about being patient. Gotta let the trade come to you. You don't have to force it. That's the cool thing about being in this market. Nothing is guaranteed, but at the same rate, anything is possible. It's cryptocurrency. This isn't the stock market. I'm refreshing my phone about every minute or two. So I'm serious. If you have a coin request, or something you'd like me to look at, please let me know down below. The guy that was wanting me to look at XVG, let me know. I'd like to look at that for you. So, for Bitcoin right now, we're just, we bounced off the Fibonacci retracement. I have a full video on it if you would like to watch. But I teach you how to do Fibonacci retracement, whether you're looking at a long time or short time perspective. It's all matters on what your trading perspective is. Wow. Don't know why this is so far. Try that. So, I explained what Fibonacci is. It's one of my favorite tools in my arsenal right now. My favorite tools are the MACD, the RSI, and my Fibonacci retracement tool. This line right here is the parabolic line that I've talked about in many videos. We have now broken it, and we're sitting under it. As I said in my last live stream, Peter Brandt has talked about this. He put a video on Twitter last night about it. Generally, when you have a parabolic trend and you break it, you retrace 80%. That's quite a retrace. So that tells me, so if you take this 0.5 and you go by half, that puts us sitting somewhere near $4,000 and $5,000 if we were to do a total retrace. According to the parabolic trend. Now this is Peter Brandt. If you would like to go double check it, if you would like to double check the stats on that, seriously, go look him up on Twitter right now. He talks about it in full. I'm refreshing my phone, every 2 to 3 minutes. So seriously, if you have any coin requests, please shoot them below. I'd be more than happy to look at them. We're gonna look at Ethereum now. Hey, Crypto Saint, if you're watching right now, you're now a moderator. I do not know why YouTube automatically held your message. So, like I said, and I really apologize about my first stream here. For some reason, none of the questions were showing up on my stream. I sat here and looked, and that's why I was hitting around. I was like, hey, if you have any coin requests, let me know. So, we're basically just chilling right now. We're sitting at that 10,800 area. 10,780. So, it's basically right now, and this is one of the best things I can teach you about technical analysis. You got to sit here and wait. You have to be patient. If you force yourself into positions, you feel like you missed out, like I do right now. I'm really upset about how I missed that 11,050 entry for a short. But seriously, look at this. I'm going to show you right here. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Ethereum. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick before I get into Ethereum. If you look at Bitcoin right now, it looks even worse. It looks very double topish around 11,050. I'm really kicking myself right now. So the way I look at Bitcoin right now, if I'm looking for a position and I'm trying to enter right now, um, I'm looking about that 10,800, 850 level. It's really ticking me off because we had a perfect touch point right here. And I have a feeling these moving averages in the next 12 hours are going to start touching. And once that happens, it's going to get pretty busy here. Bitcoin's going to have quite a bit of volatility. I'm having a hard time right now finding reasons to go long on this movement. You know, I went long on this bounce down here. You know, I took profit, but as of now, I'm finding issues of taking a long position above 10,800. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys right now. So the thing I'm looking for right now. So if we're looking at market cipher, I want to see a lower. I want to see a lower high on this. So you'll be able to take your tool and you'll be able to long this right now. But seeing that there's so much resistance right now, this is the 4 hour, so it's still very early. It's too early to predict this right now. It hasn't even happened. There's a very good chance this blob could start and it'll be just as big like that. And that is not something you want to see. That's a lot of negative momentum. That to me shows that we're about to make or test our new lows or our prior lows. Sorry about that. Alright. So let me know in the comments section what you're thinking. Still kicking myself. Alright, so basically just watching this area right here. At this point, if we even test the 10.9 to 11,000 area, I'm going to be looking to short. I'm not gonna miss out this time. Even though there is more risk this time because we've had no consolidation. We've just been running up. Wow, so Binance coin is now the number 8 market cap coin in circulation. 109 million. Jesus criminy. I like Binance coin. I'm not a hater against it. I know how they started their IEOs recently. They've been very profitable. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hating against them right now because the fact that I'm a US citizen and I can't participate. It's so irritating that BNB has all these IEOs. They go up, at least 5x, and I can't participate in them. I literally cannot. So we're just watching Bitcoin right now. We're at 10.8 right now. I missed my entry at just over 11,000. So I'm waiting to see if we hit that 10.9, 11,000 area. I'd like us to see that area, and I'm going to start shorting. This is not financial advice, but I'm looking to short this bounce. I'm not looking to long it. I'm refreshing my stream like literally every 45 seconds. So if you have a comment, please let me know down below. I'm looking for the guy that asked for XVG earlier in my last stream. Dragonfly, let me know if you're here. I know you're here last stream. Like I said, I'm very sorry, but my stream was not updating when it comes to the comment section. Let's see here. Alright, let me refresh real quick. I see you, Morbus. I'm still trying to figure out why my stream is not letting me watch the comments right now. I'm going to refresh and see if you pop up there. Alright, I see you now. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. So, let's see. So, every time it dips, I'm buying at 11,000. Oh, I'm sorry, 10,700 and 10,000. So I see definitely what you're saying about buying the dips right now. That's probably not a very bad strategy right now. My personal opinion, let's go to the daily here. Looking at the daily here, this is just being honest. I'm not trying to sound anti-Bitcoin right now, but I'm not buying these dips right now. Honestly, I've been looking. So I own my. Okay, I'm a little biased because I bought my Bitcoin well below $7,000. I bought even more, just under 7,500. So my exchange, which is Bybit, I will show you right now. This is my streamer account. There's nowhere to sell. If I sell, it only goes right into Bitcoin. So I haven't been taking profit. I have been taking profit, but if I want to start an artificial tether, for instance. Here we go. Sorry. If I wanted to start an artificial tether, I would have to do a 1x leverage position to the downside. So you know, at this point, I'm looking to short this bounce right here. We've been making lower highs, but like we did last time, let's go to the 4 hour. This will explain it a lot better. If you look at the divergences here, we're bearishly diverging. On the bottom, you would want to see this making lower humps. So you would be able to come down here. Where's my line at? There we go. You would technically want... Well, that was weird. So if you were wanting to see a bullish bounce here, you would want to see this going... Okay, I see why. It's because the middle, the refresh button is right where I'm trying to place my line. Totally apologize for this. Ridiculous. Okay, so if you were wanting to see bounce, do you see this blue box right here? According to CryptoFace, you would want to see this go down. So on the lines under this, you would want to see... Let's get this indicator going. You would want to see this make... You would want to see it make lower highs, where you can make a line, you know, facing more north. On this indicator, this would be a bullish indicator because you see the negative momentum slowly gathering. Now, vice versa, on the upside, let's say you're looking at this one right here. You would want to see this have a high mound, and then, you know, from that one, you would want to see a lower one like this. Where if this was the case that looked like this, you could take your indicator and go like this. This, the bottom one, is bearish divergence. I'm sorry, this is bullish divergence. And this is bearish divergence. Okay, to sum up this indicator even more, let's get rid of this right here. I'm going to exit out of the comment section right here real quick. What's up, Morbus? Or Morbidus? I hope the audio issues were fixed for you. I know you were saying some of the videos seemed a little low tuned. I've done quite a bit of testing on my last videos to make sure they were good enough. But to sum up on this right here, when you're looking at Market Cipher B, this is what you're looking for. You want to see these humps like this be lower. You want to see a big one and then lower one. This is bearish divergence. This is bullish divergence. This is what Market Cipher B is. It you know, everybody doesn't have this, and if you like this indicator, which honestly I do, I don't put a lot of sentiment in Market Cipher B. I'm sorry, A. I'll show you what Market Cipher A is here in a second. So here's Market Cipher A. When you're looking at Market Cipher A, you can see all these different indicators right here. You see, so the green dot. So the way I've learned to perceive green dots is it mean a bullish continuation pattern. But the way that I see it is when I see a bullish continuation pattern, I honestly look for a trend reversal. I know that might not be the way the marker is made, but it's the way I perceive it, because by the time it's a lagging indicator. So by the time it perceives a bullish continuation pattern, the reversal is usually right on the way down. So the red dots, they mean a bearish reversal. So you can see where we go up, you see your red dot or your diamond, and then we go back down. And then here you see your red X. That's usually I'm sorry, it's not usually, it's a short position. So that would be roughly 11,400. See where this goes. Wow, really? So 11,400. Wow. So 10,800. So this is roughly a $400 swing, no matter how little it looks like. And then you see you have another. So these gray ones, they also mean a bullish continuation. But when I see these things grouped up, especially next to each other, I mean, technically the indicator is it's a bullish continuation pattern. But when it comes to the skin-colored yellow dots, or diamonds, I'm sorry about that, I don't give them too much sediment. I really do not. When it comes to looking for bullish patterns, I look at Market Cipher B. I look for divergences. So, talking about divergences, let's look. So, when you use Market Cipher in general, you want to go from the high time frames to the low ones. Let's see what the 15-minute looks like. All right. So, you see where the white ate into the blue, where we basically ended that, and the white ate into this one. This is pointing down. When you see it pointed down like this is generally a bearish pattern. Not to sound like the bearer of bad news, because just to show you a opposite example, look at this right there. That's bullish. Sorry, that needs to be pointed up a bit. Look at that. Right in the middle where you saw this white start barely reaching over, that was your signal to buy in. I'm going to take off Market Cipher A because I really don't use it. So, just for kicks and giggles, I want to see how this works right now. Alright, so it just barely fits. So, what I'm going to do, I do not, see, if I take for granted, I should honestly honor this close. I'm going to delete this. I was just seeing what it would look like. Sometimes I look for short-term bullish lines. But if you look at this very, closely, I mean, let's see what this looks like if we connect the bullish, or I'm sorry, the bearish wicks. So I'm going to keep this here. I'm going to keep it here for the sole fact it's where these bullish wicks stop, and I want to see if we hit it here. Do not put too much sediment behind this line right now. It is for the sole fact I want to see if it holds. It's the same angle that all the lines have stopped at, the big ones. Come on, I'm going to change this color right now. There you go. So I want to see how that works. If we come down and test this line right here, I want to see. But the way that I'm looking at this trend right now, you see the money, I mean, it's starting to point slightly up. So here's the way I'm seeing this right now, okay? This is being completely honest. We're looking at the 15-minute. Let's go at least to the 1 hour. That'll give us a better picture of what's going on right now. Even this little bounce right here, I say little, my gosh, it was $1,000. You see this trigger right here? It's not, let's see the angle this thing goes at. So for this to remain bullish, and this is Market Cipher from CryptoFace, the exact indicator, you will want to see this form another line right here, and whether it forms another cutoff here or it forms a shorter one here, you want to see this line go down, and that would be bullish divergence right now, or convergence, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna go back to Market Cipher B. There you go. So, you know, that's where we're at right now. We're starting to see the negative momentum build. I'm fighting the urge to short here. I'm kicking myself right now because I knew we should have shorted, but I was busy when we crossed 11,000. I honestly did not believe we were going to cross it at that time. I really did not. Alright, Morbus, I see your question right here. So Bitcoin is forming a symmetrical triangle. 10K looked like the bottom on the hourly and 4 hour. So I'm going to go to the 4 hour here. I'm going to look at this. You know, hopefully you're watching right now. I'm going to refresh the comment section here in a little bit. For some reason, I do not know why, but on my phone, it does not update. Let me see what Streamlabs here. Okay, I see your comment here. So I'm gonna switch back here and forth every once in a while. So a symmetrical triangle on the 4 hour. Let's see here. This is just a test. I'm seeing right now how well it fits. Once again, this is just a test. I'm trying to see how you're getting this triangle. Just give me a second. Morbus, post if you use TradingView or something, let me know. Let me see what your chart looks like. I'm curious to see how you're getting the symmetrical triangle. I am open to all opinions. If you have TradingView, you know, charts, let me know. I mean, I can kind of see where you're getting at. I can see how it kind of looks. But watching right now. Alright. So, if you guys do not know already, look at Decentralized Minds. It's a great Telegram channel. It's where a lot of my friends post, and it's just a great channel. We talk about crypto, DApps, and if you're into crypto and DApp news and updates, it's just a great place for you. Okay, okay. So you're going more out than I am, than I was. I see completely where you're getting at right now. So you pulled this out even more. Okay. And then you brought this line over. Okay. So I get what you're getting at right now. You pulled this line out even more. That makes complete sense. Alright, one second. Just gonna respond to you real quick on But seriously, if you guys do not follow Decentralized Minds on Telegram, you really should. It's a great channel. We talk about dApps, we talk about cryptocurrency. All right. So I see what you're getting at. So the way you're looking at it, then we could be looking at the top of this this line right here. Let's look at what this would be with red on it as resistance. So all right. Let's see. So if we were to follow this yellow line, I mean, it would kind of break the symmetrical triangle. Let me move this out even more. I'm going to get the top of this candle. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I do not generally like to have triangles stretched out this far, because if you look at it, I mean, this is the daily. Let's look at the 4 hour. Maybe that'll change it up for me. Okay. So I see what you're getting at right now. You know, this is just my personal trading. Just the way I trade. I generally do not like having triangles pulled out this far along, because if you want to use the same angle, we're not going to break it until at least September. And what is the date? July 15th. So, you know, anything is possible. Thank you for posting this. Seriously, thank you. It is definitely something to keep in mind. I see what you're getting at. We have our double bottom. We have our 2 tops. We keep the same angle. You know, it makes sense. You know, my personal trading pattern, it might be different than yours, and that's why I asked you to, you know, to share your chart. But seriously, guys, if you have not followed Decentralized Minds on Telegram, I highly recommend it. It's a very great group. We talk about charts, trading, dApps, if you like trading in I'm sorry, not trading, but playing with decentralized applications. Try it out. I promise. We're all a group full of like-minded people, and if you want to follow this group in specific, you can follow the King of Bybit group that I have on Telegram. If you need to reach me with questions, honestly, you can either reach me there or Decentralized Minds. Those are the 2 groups that it's really the only 2 groups I use for Telegram right now. Yeah, for sure. It's a long play for sure. I mean, if we use the same angle, when does this triangle end? This is the 4 hour. So this is going to end right before October. So, you know, it is very, very possible that we go back, we test our old highs, go back down. And, you know, we'll either break it or we'll go down. It is very possible this happened. Anything is possible. And it makes, honestly, now that you pointed it out, it makes a lot of sense that we could maybe go and touch our old support at 12,200 area. It makes a lot of sense. Good catch there. Shout out to Morbidus. Seriously. Good call, man. Kind of gives me something to actually think about. Because I was thinking about shorting this 11,200 area, but it would have worked out short term with this swing trade because my god, we're just above 10,700 now. Would have been a perfect trade. Alright, I'm just sending you a message real quick. MOR. Alright. So here we are for now. You know, looking at Bybit right now, we're at what, 10,784. I'm kind of curious to see how we act to this last moving average. We've respected the blue line. Just barely. I'm sorry. Let's zoom out or zoom in. Get rid of this right here. We just barely got it. See, this is the only thing that scares me a little bit. I know they're not exactly the same length, but I want to see how we react. That's why I've been kind of holding out from shorting. I want to see how we react to the 11,200 area. Exactly. That's a good chart. Seriously though, follow decentralized minds. Morbidus, good call. I see your chart. I see it. Still kicking myself from earlier. I had a ton of more people watching right now. Or not right now, but earlier. I had some errands to run. I had to run my dogs before it got dark. But it's okay. Just like trading. It's getting late at night. Who knows where my follower count is? Or subscriber count. They might be more in a different country than ours. Who knows? But, you know, it's besides the point. Good chart, though. it seriously gives me something to think about right now. So if we were to look at that chart, I'm going to zoom into it actually. I want to see where you... Okay. So we have it similar. The only thing that I see... I'm trying to see differences between mine and yours. Okay, so you have a... So you have an uprising support line going up. Like similar to this, right? And let me know if there's anything I need to correct. I'm simply just looking at your picture and I'm trying to depict it as close as possible. So the way this looks is we won't start our bear market. If we follow your symmetrical triangle, we won't start our bear market till middle of September, almost October. That's very interesting. You know, it makes a lot of sense though. Why not? Why not consolidate in this little triangle for a while? So you said from the start of the April 1st run. Okay. You know, that makes a lot of sense. That really does. We got a touch point here. Almost one there. But we have our touch point here. And here. That makes a lot of sense. I like what you're thinking. Thank you for posting that. Seriously. Thank you. Alright, let me post that. Alright, they're popping up on here. Good deal. That's a great idea. So, you know, that makes total sense. I knew we were gonna have pretty resistance somewhere around the 12,000 area, 12,200. So, using that train of thought, we're gonna go up and touch this trend line again, our resistance area, bot back down, come back up. What, test 11.4 again? Before we're either going to break up to the upside or go back down. That makes total sense. That actually is very smart. Seriously, thank you, Morbidus. You're seriously a genius. I love thinking outside the box. Because something I was thinking is maybe, I mean, we could make another low here and just make another low. That's why I have this, you know, lower low here. But we've honestly been making lower lows on the higher time frames. So it would make a lot of sense to come up, hit that trend line, come back down, and make another low. That makes complete sense. It kind of honestly makes me want to long this dip right now, honestly. See, here's the thing that's keeping me a little bit bearish right now. Look at the Binance chart on the 1-day chart. We bounced off that. I mean, they are literally within, what is that? 20, 24 hours within converging. If you look at that closely on the 1-day chart, Binance is one of the exchange that has the most volume. They're about to converge on the 1-day chart right now. I'm not gonna lie. Last night I was feeling mad bearish. Seriously. And I was doing a Twitch stream, and I just happened to click the 1-week chart, and my God, it saved my ass. Look at that. I clicked the 1-week chart, and I was like, oh my God. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna bounce roughly off 9,900, 9,850. And look at us now. We're sitting here and we're fighting. But it makes total sense what you said. Seriously, thank you for letting me think outside the box. That is genius. Gives me another point of view to think of, you know. I have a way that I think, but I love other people's opinions where I kind of, you know, exactly. I get to think outside the box. I get to see what other people are thinking with my ideas. Well, you know, from what I'm thinking, and I get to judge what I think is going to happen from there. Listen to all. What's that? What's that saying that I saw? Blockchain for what is best. Listen to all, but follow none. That's one of the best opinions I've ever heard anyone ever say. I don't know who even created that, but seriously, listen to all, but follow none. It's a great expression. I mean, seriously, if you want to listen to that, go to TradingView. Listen to all these guys. Oh, buying opportunity, 10,950. Buying opportunity, 11,000. Play the breakout. We're going to 14K, baby. I mean, that's not saying we won't wake up tomorrow and we won't be, well above 11,000. But some of these guys on TradingView, oh my God, they're the worst traders I've ever seen. I saw the guy on Twitch the other day. This dude had Patreon donations over $8,000 this month. $8 grand, and it's what, July 15th? And he told me, seriously, I'm not even lying. He verbatim, it's like something cotton for candy or candy, something on Twitch. He literally said, do not use the RSI, do not use the MACD, and for the love of God, do not use Fibonacci retracement, because it only finds you better areas of value to lose money. Like, are you kidding me right now? If I didn't have those 3 indicators that he literally randomly named out, I don't know where I would be right now. They're the top 3 indicators I use. I mean, yes, I do have Market Cipher. It gives me an edge above the market, but whew, that's retarded. And the fact he was a TA analysis, he's like, oh, it's in the math. It's in the Chinese math. I really wonder. I've never heard somebody tell me to ditch the MACD, the RSI, and the Fibonacci retracement before. Let's look at the Binance chart. I'd like to compare different charts just so I can look between them and see the difference. Okay, so comparing, wow. All right, so the way I look at the 4-hour on Binance, we are sitting, I mean, seriously, look at that right now. We are sitting right on the last moving average. If we break that, it's going to get extremely bearish. You'll have this, I mean, you'll have this last little bit of support at 10,300. Now, there is support at 10,005. I know that for sure. I watched it happen this morning. I don't want to get overly bearish, and that's why, you know, as you can see, this is my streamer's account. So I'm not holding a ton of Bitcoin on this exchange. Come on. Here we go. You can see I'm holding roughly, what, 6-7% of Bitcoin right now on my streamer's account. It's not my long account, but that's for tax purposes. But, you know, I have to hold Bitcoin on Bybit right now. You know, there's no safe haven. There's no Tether. There's no US dollar. Come on, Bybit. It's taking a minute to load, which is weird because I get over 100 megabytes a second right now. Makes you wonder what's going on. Yep, I totally agree, Morbis, or Morbidus. After a big run, this was one of the unprecedented. This was unprecedented. So we may have a bigger than typical dump, but sideways until having 2020, depending on fundamentals, backed ETF Fidelity launch. So talking about Bitcoin short term, I'm very okay. So Facebook may have indirectly opened a can of worms. You know, in my opinion, now this is my opinion, Facebook added a little bit of fire to our bull run recently. Okay? It's, you know, when we got news of, what is it, Libra coin, Bitcoin got, you know, it basically got pushed more up, okay? And now that Congress and, you know, the President Trump tweet, I'm not going to get into politics, you know, since they've basically been calling out Facebook right now, I'm very curious because Trump is he's known for having posts that he'll call out somebody, and that's it. It's all about, you know, that specific subject, whatever he calls you out about, and we'll never talk about it again. But what I want to see is if he comes out after he talks to, what is it, Ted Munchkin, you know who I'm talking about, and then Jerome Powell, our Fed Reserve. I want it because the Federal Reserve just talked about. He literally openly admitted that cryptocurrency is a threat to our current monetary system. I want to see if they talk about regulation. They don't just call it, because the way I see the Trump tweet is not a political tweet. I look at it as a slight to Facebook. He's calling out Facebook right now. This is not a slight to cryptocurrency. Even though he called out cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, I see this, his hate or his tweet, whatever you want to call it, I see it directed towards Facebook more than cryptocurrency in general. So I want to sit back, I want to watch, and I want to see if he talks about regulation or, you know, putting the clamp down on crypto like China did in 2017 before I go to assumptions or I assume bad things. Fuck, man. We're really testing. We broke 10,700 now. I am really kicking myself for not shorting here. I told myself to. Or seriously, I do these health pills to, what are they called? I load these pills with, I do turmeric and kratom every day. Turmeric's for like, you know, antibiotic, anti-aging, and kratom's for pain and anxiety. I was loading my capsules for the week, and seriously, I had the orange powder all over my hands from the turmeric, and seriously, I couldn't submit that trade. I was like, man, I'm gonna sit here and wait, kicking myself right now. It's trader psychology though. I'm not gonna FOMO a short right now because I missed $400 north of this. Yeah, I agree. More of it is. He's saying it's no replacement for the dollar. He summed it up at the end. Libra nor Bitcoin or any crypto will not replace the great USD or such. I agree. He actually compared it to gold. He, if I remember right, didn't he compare it to a store of value? Or I'm sorry, not a store of value, but like a asset that you hold to gain value in the future or in the future, similar to gold. It's not an exact top, so I don't want to call this a double top right now. But if you look at this trend line on Binance right now, it's looking awful damn perfect. Let's see where this hits. Alright, well this one right here even looks more perfect. So it looks like we hit a top of almost 11,100. I'm just responding to you. I don't know how the A was typed. I'm sorry about that. Alright, yeah. So he compared it to gold and, future speculation. So the way I see, he compared it to gold, so it's a speculative asset. Alright, so we're testing the 10,007 area right now. We've been live for a while now. So, if I'm going to trade this right now, I'm watching this area like a hawk around 11,100. I'm going to take into account the chart sent by Morbidus. Seriously, shout out to you. Good chart, man. You literally gave me something else to think about. But, just something for else to you to think about. I'm curious to see this line right here, roughly around the 236. So that would be 11,324. I want to see if that becomes the new resistance. Because if you look at it, I have it drawn here, but I'll do it again. I want to see. Now, this is just me. Lower high. Or you have your high. A lower high. Another lower high. I want to see if we form our next lower high right here. I hope that makes sense to you. But I really want to see, instead of this pattern that we'll take here, that we could possibly take if we were to follow this symmetrical triangle, I want to see if we hit this, maybe possibly, maybe take a little dip, then we'll go up here, and then we'll go down again before maybe pursuing our next high. I'm very curious to see if that happens. So, yeah, man. Have a good night, Morbidus. Seriously, thank you for your chart, man. Thank you for tuning in. You literally gave me another point of view of looking at, and I appreciate your input. Seriously, thank you. I'm just writing you a message. didn't I? Just writing you a message right now, man. Thank you, dude. Seriously, I really appreciate your input. So, we have two scenarios right here. We're either going to hit the symmetrical triangle, we're going to keep continuing up, we're going to hit our prior resistance, roughly 12,000 area, maybe even the 12,002 area if we're very generous, and we're going to go back down. Or we're going to go back down here, and that's not to say we don't go back up, but we could continue on a more conservative path up. Anything is very, very possible right now. So, we're keeping anything and everything in mind right now. Alright. Just gonna check something real quick. If you guys are liking this content, please hit that like and subscribe. I really enjoy you guys being here. I enjoy doing this for you. It gives me something to do other than sitting here and looking at number change. The numbers change up and down. Alright. Man, we're falling pretty good now, guys. Looking at the Binance chart, we gotta hold the 10,600 area. I might actually take a small long position at 10.6 right here. I'm serious. I might be taking a long position here. I say a long, I say it. I'll be long till we hit 10.7. That's not very long. I'm looking to maybe swing this for a quick $100. I don't care. Come on, baby. We're sitting. Oh man, did we wick down and hit it anyway? 625. God, she's gonna leave me in the dust again. Alright, we're gonna change this music a bit. We're gonna go to the depressing music real quick. We're gonna change the music real quick. Just give me a second. Alright, here we go. We might hear a preview here for a minute, but gosh dang it. I'm still ticked off. But seriously, this is trader psychology. If you were the same guy last night, you would be opening up a 50x short right here. I still can't believe that guy that was on the Bybit Telegram last night. Seriously. Just complaining. Okay. My God. We're breaking it. We're... F me right now. Seriously. Gosh. Knew I should have shorted right here. Loading damn health pills made me miss out on this. Seriously, right above 11,000. Loading turmeric pills and kratom pills is what made me miss out on this. It's completely okay though. We're I mean, this market is 24 hours, 7 days a week. But seriously though, if you enjoyed today's content, you know, we do static videos, educational. I missed the second video tonight because I did 2 live streams. I was gonna wait till 100 subscribers, but I really want to get you guys on the minute analysis, and it's easier for me to do this going live because I can watch the price movement with you guys. Sitting here and doing these static videos, and there's no telling when you guys are watching. It's hard for me to give you guys accurate material. Alright, so it's almost midnight Eastern time right now. I'm not really sure if I want to go offline. I feel like crap because I had a ton of followers on the earlier stream I did, and I didn't see any of your comments, and I'm not seeing nearly as many this time. So I feel terrible. I seriously do. I feel terrible right now. Seriously though, if you're wanting to look for maybe a possible long, this might be a decent area if you're looking to look for a ride to 98, or I'm sorry, 10,600 or 800. If you're looking for a long right now, this might be a decent area, you know, somewhere near 10,006 if you're wanting to take a ride to maybe 10.8, 10.9 again. Not financial advice. Let's look at Market Cipher right now. So once again, this is what Morbidus brought to my attention. This ascending triangle we could possibly in. It's a bit longer than what I'd like to trade in, or what I would write. You know, I preferably like triangles that are a little more shorter in length. But it's going to be curious to see where we go. If I had to give an estimate, I would maybe lean more towards the Morbidus one. It makes a lot of sense if you think about it. We would rise up, hit our resistance line, go back down, and then either make our way up or down out of this triangle. We would have good volatility from roughly 9,800 to almost 12,000. It would give us quite a bit of movement. Yeah, this is part of what ticks me off. Let's see, can you see it? No? Is it not showing up? Alright, I guess it didn't show up. Never mind. So we basically have this overhead resistance right now. It's basically just pushing our neck down right now. But as Morbidus pointed out, it is very possible. It is very possible we could go back down and then test. I mean, we could hit this top line of this the symmetrical triangle. I think it's more honestly likely that we're going to hit this resistance line. But it's also, I guess I don't even have this drawn out now. It's very possible we could even go back and just hit this now before going down. I mean, anything is possible at this time right now. We're sitting at the 382. If you look at the 382, it's our most moderate retrace right now. I'm curious to see what you guys think. All right. I mean, and then it's also very possible we could bounce off this and go back up. Anything is possible right now. I mean, if I was trying to play a long right now, you know, today I was looking for more of a short position, but honestly, when we break psychological support areas like we did today at 11,000, I generally do not like setting support areas. I'm sorry, limit orders. I like being there at the spot so I can set them. That's why I did not set it. But I would honestly think about maybe longing this position. Not financial advice. But do you see how we're sitting on the 4-hour right now? We're literally darn near just sitting right on top of it. It'd be very, very easy to go back and test, you know, at least 11.8, 11.9, maybe even, I'm sorry, 10.8, 10.9, maybe even 11,000 again. It's very possible. I'm not sure I'd want to be shorting right on top of that EMA right now. Not sure I would want to be doing that. And seriously, for you guys that subscribed today, thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. Alright, we're just sitting under the 10.7 area right now. All right. Well, I'm just going to be honest. Unless we break 10-8 again, or I start some fantastic position, I might be calling it a night here soon. I've been just getting, last couple of nights, I'm not even going to lie to you guys, I've been getting horrible nights of sleep. Lack of sleep. Even when I do sleep, I've had to take so much sleeping medicine. I seem to have these like lucid dreams. They're terrible. It's like you're awake, but you're asleep. You don't even wake up. You wake up and you're so exhausted from the crap you went through. So, we're going to sit here for a while longer. This is definitely not the end. I want to see if we break 10-7 first. I might actually long this 10-6 area. I might try to swing this baby back up to 10-8. Or at least maybe even 10.75. Good Reese. Got my dog in my room with me. Seems like the volume's dying off a little bit. So, sitting at 10, what is that? 1070 now, or 10670. The volume seems to be falling off. Let's look at market cipher here. This is the crypto face indicator. On the 4-hour. Divergence is where I look for, negative momentum, especially when I'm trying to short positions. Still showing bearish divergence on the, or at least bearish momentum on market cipher B. And just like you should with any indicator, let's work our way down. Let's go to the 2-hour. Still showing bearish divergence. Let's go to the 1-hour. This is just, guys, I hate to be like this. I've screamed it all day since we've been above 10,800. This is a trap. I would not be longing this right now. I mean, if you're trying to swing for like $100, that's a little bit different. But trying to sit here and long this? I mean, what is the upside? You maybe go to 11,000. Let's see here. Against the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so you maybe could hit maybe 10,300 right now. That's very, very possible, That's very true. But what is the downside? You test 10,300, which is our prior support level, and we maybe go and test 90. And honestly, you test something a third time, chances are that thing's breaking. That thing's not going to last. It's just there. I'm having a hard time finding reasons to long Bitcoin right now. I really am. As a trader, I'm willing to flip Bitcoin for a, $100 gain. But man, longing this thing, thinking we're going to go above 11,000 again, it's hard for me right now. It really is. All right. Seriously though, if you guys have any coin requests, please add them below. My comment feed is working now. What coins would you like to look at? I'm not sure who the gentleman or female that was asking earlier, but they wanted to see XVG, Verge coin. What is that, Pornhub coin? If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that the coin, what, like a year ago that was added where you could pay for porn with it? It's been so long since I've heard of Verge coin. Not hating. Seriously though, not hating. It's just the last that I've heard of Verge. All right, 10,650 now on Bitcoin. So what I think we're gonna do here is, I mean, seriously, if you guys would like a coin request, please, literally, add them down below. My feed is working. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little frustrated if I exit out of my feed after the stream ends and I see all these comments I didn't see before. That's what happened on my first stream here, about an hour or so, or I'm sorry, about 2 hours ago. Honestly, more than that. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours now. My first stream, I didn't see any of your guys' comments. I was like, man, all these people are watching, but not one comment was showing up. The moment I exited out, I went back into the comments. I was like, oh, you didn't respond to one comment. You know, I really apologize to you guys. I'm very, very sorry about that. You know, for ETH right now, we're sitting right at that 224, 225 area right now. We're still showing bearish divergence. The whole market, all the major coins right now, they're looking bearish. So, alright guys. So, you know, I hate to end the stream this early. You know, what are we? I'm not even sure what our time is. Let's look at it. We've been live for 2 hours now. You know, the attendance on this one's been quite a bit, you know, it's been quite a bit lower. So, you know, I feel like crap. You know, being my first stream had a ton of more people in it, and I didn't see one of your comments. So, if you're watching this now and you've lasted the 2 hours, you know, I'm very sorry. You know, I'm sorry I didn't see any of your comments. So please, in one of these videos, if you're watching this, if you asked a coin request in any of my videos, go to, you know, seriously, any of them. I don't care if it's my first video I posted. Post your coin request, and I promise, I'm going to do a live video first thing in the morning. You know, I really like doing these, and I think after doing a lot of thinking, I think this is the best way to do live trading. I can analyze the markets right as you're seeing them, and it's the best way to analyze these coins rather than me doing just static videos. What's up, crypto? Sorry, my cat's meowing at me right now. So, you know, seriously, if you have a coin request, please shoot them down below. I understand it's getting late. Attendance is a little bit lower than what my prior video was, but I feel like crap that none of your guys' requests I could see. You know, I had you know, quite a bit of few comments that I couldn't get to, that I did not see. But looking at this now, unless this moving average line, you know, moves down a little bit on Binance, I would honestly be looking to long a position here. You know, at least looking for 10,700. 10,700, 10,800 area. I mean, if you really wanted to be risky, you could try to hit that, you know, our prior area of 11,100. Anything's possible. Mhm. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a night. I see the attendance numbers are even dropping anymore. So, or even more. So, I will see you guys first thing in the morning. If you were one of the people that were in my prior videos that commented something and I did not respond, please, seriously, send something in one of my new videos. I will see the comment no matter what video you comment on, and I will get it in the morning stream. Um, you know, if you're the XVG guy that wanted to see Verge, or the what is it, the chain link guy, I will. You know what? I'm gonna post a static video over chain link and Steam. Right? I'm sorry, chain link and XVG right after this. So I'm gonna do this specially for you. I feel terrible that I missed your guys' comments, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do a special analysis on those two coins just for you guys. You know, this is for about you, and I feel terrible I did not see him. So I'm gonna see you guys early in the morning. You expect a video. I'm gonna do this right after this extreme or this stream, but I will see you guys first thing in the morning. Do not let Bitcoin fall tonight. I swear to God, I'll be so mad. Just playing, guys. All right. Peace. Seriously, have a good night, though, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe if you like today's content. See you in the morning.